Hello. Today is day 14, Transurfing in 78 days by Vadim Zeeland. And today is 14, Love Yourself. Principle. If you don't love yourself, no one else will. And what's more, you'll never be happy. Any conflict between the heart and mind reflects negatively on a person's appearance and character. Correspondingly, the shades of your personal world will turn ever darker. Above all, love yourself, and only then pay attention to it is important to feel and understand the following. Force you to change. Turn away from your heart and follow the rules that states they are better than you, so you are to take your place in the matrix. In reality, you it is difficult for them to start suddenly noticing, how can I love myself if I don't even like myself? This is pure excess potential born of inflated outer importance. It is outer importance as the epitome of perfection. Are you not perhaps strongly forcing yourself to follow other people's standards? Who says that you are maybe safe? Perhaps a little too low, you think? To love yourself, take outer importance off others. Give up the idol. Who is stopping you from setting your own standards? Let others chase after you instead. Give yourself the luxury of having shortcomings and focus your attention on your strengths. Love yourself, day 14. I'm going to do a meditation. Okay, you guys. I just want to say I'm so thankful for the library, because this weekend I must have tried to download I had 2 videos I wanted to, or upload to be correct, to YouTube, and 75 times at least, and I'm not exaggerating. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I am sure I clicked that button trying to get it, and I was getting error messages, 503 and 403. Anyway, then bright idea, I kind of in the back of my head knew, but never did it. Went to the library, and one of my videos downloaded in like 10 minutes. And then the other 2, which had more footage in it, took probably a half hour to upload. Yeah. Anyway, so if anybody ever is out there, hello, glad to have you. And I'm hoping that you're getting something and will get something out of this meditation. And the meditation for the day 14 of Transurfing in 78 days, is love yourself. And I think this is truly the crux of most of the people on this planet right now who have been subjects to the pendulums. Need our self-esteem to claim it. So I promised you a star. So I'd like you to, I'm assuming that you have already made yourself comfortable, and the chair feels very supportive, or the bed, or wherever you are, your back, whatever's comfortable for you, for tuning in to your inner self. And there's one concept that I was pondering today, and that is, when we're in the imaginary realm, we do not have to make mistakes. So every aspect of our imagination is not a mistake. So our subconscious knows a lot. Like, if you go down into it, you can access some of the constellations of your life. And kind of just, you're in your director's chair, and you're also in the screen before you, and you're also in the projector behind you. And you're fully embodying your unified self, your whole self, continuity of soul. That has ventured down, deeper into this playing field of density. Just feel how dense it sometimes feels, and how heavy it can feel. And just allow yourself to take a deep breath, like you're a balloon filling up. And then let that balloon just deflate. But you're removing wastes and toxins as it does so. And you take in another deep breath, filling the lungs up. Light comes in through the lungs in the form of oxygen. And oxygen creates these many little, well, they're not many if you were a mitochondria, but from your whole body perspective, there are many little fires burning in each cell that you have. And this last week, my daughter was trying a diet, and she's breastfeeding, and I think this is why it happened, but keto, so very low carbs, and I think she probably was instead of eating more fats than protein, it sounds like she was eating more protein than fats. Anyway, she went into acidosis, which is your cells, all of your cells start locking out the insulin and it just creates this imbalance and an imbalance in the kidneys. And anyway, it was pretty scary as her mom and as the grandmother, because I started studying it, and it's like, oh my God, she could be in a coma right now. I better check on her, and I was taking care of the baby. Fortunately, I can do that. The baby, my grandson. And just feel the love for your baby. You are your baby. You are the baby that came onto this planet, bravely came onto this planet. And some might argue with me. When I say, I'm pretty sure that you chose to come onto the planet of density, where you could play in this field of feelings and beauty, to be able to fully muck your way through this complex yet simple lifetime. But we come and most of us forget, get amnesia. We forget the aspect of mind that can create anything. I could take you to the moon right now. You could be the moon right now. You could be a star out in the sky. You are a star out and in. Now I want you to think of a constellation that you know pretty well, one that you've been attracted to, therefore learned about. It might be Cassiopeia, it might be the Big Dipper, the Pegasus. It might be the constellation of Scorpio, or anyone that you know of. I want you to just picture that constellation up in the sky. It's nighttime. You're feeling a sense of awe and a sense of delight because you've never seen that many stars in the sky. The stars are practically making the sky a milky white. And there's a shooting star going all the way across the horizon, and it was a red shooting star. And you make your wish, of course. I wish upon a star. And you see the shooting star again. and it's coming closer to you. And you realize that it is a portal or a vehicle to get to that star out there that you've always known about but not known about. You kind of forgot. But kind of remember. Remember. And you see this star sparkling bright, even though it's not one of the brightest stars in the sky, but it's like it's twinkling at you, like it blinked its eye at you and said, come, 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 come. And as you think this thought, it starts coming closer to you. It starts getting bigger and bigger and more vibrant. And you're perceiving with a different part of your brain, so you're not subject to the limitation of your eyes. You're seeing with a different part of your brain that is not subject to the interpretation of your nose. You're feeling, you're smelling. All of your senses in your body are receptive and transmitters. And your body has been storing every single thing that has ever happened to you. And I might say, although some might argue with me, but some might agree, because they're aware of when they let go of some of the hurt, they feel more energy return to them. Some people might argue with that one. Some people have experienced that, like washing a window clean, but the star is almost as big as the sun, and it's coming, and you're not feeling burnt, and you find yourself going to the star as it comes to you, and you're off the planet, and you're farther than the moon, and you're farther than this Pluto even, your path. And it's like reuniting when you merge with that star. It's like you always knew that star was there watching over you and a part of you. And one might argue it is you. Be aware of how that feels. What thoughts are jabbering in your head? What thoughts are in your head right now? Are they telling you this is not possible? Are there pendulums swinging at your brain, trying to take it back? Behave yourself, behave. You're such a naughty little girl. You're such a naughty little boy. The pendulums say, you didn't get that right, the pendulums say. And I want the star to just wash all of the pendulums clean, all of the other people's ideas about who you are, and anything that makes you feel unlovable, unloved, shameful. Let the words leave you now and replace them with refreshed, invigorated, delighted, powerful. And just let the star, the sunshine, the information coming from the star, just know that this information just kind of loosens that heavy density, and it's like an earthquake. It just moves everything lighter, more fluid, more change, more movement, more dance. Like the atoms have more space between electrons that they've slowed down for you so that you can project your love for yourself through any filters that have been installed since you were a baby. And it's such a gift that we have to be in denial, because things would be unacceptable if we didn't have those partitions of denial. There'd be too much. We would have a hard time maybe to deal with it. But then, on the other hand, I might argue with myself that the subconscious mind can do trillions of tasks. I think I mentioned once. Trillions of tasks, daily, trillions of orchestrations in our body just to keep us in homeostasis, which means to keep us in balance. So just think about that, feel that as you go deeper, deeper, deeper down. Feel down in your first chakra, which to some people you might want to know is like at your pubis, I would say. Some people might say a little higher, whatever, just down there, and it grounds all the way down to the center of the earth. The first chakra is about structure, is about being on this planet, is about tribal information, is about being, there's some, of course, to everything there's positive, and then there's the distortions of that. So it's a lot. You want your first chakra, I want my first chakra to be vibrant and healthy. And some people say it's red. I don't know. I think we're all different. But red is the color of blood, so it makes sense that it would be red, I guess. And then the second chakra, kind of the feeling, the sensation, sexuality, excitement. Second chakra, I see it as kind of right under, where the hara, under your belly button is that's where I learned it was, or was told it was. And that's the thing, I think we all need to find, does this resonate with me? Second chakra, is it there? Is my second chakra? Maybe it's my second chakra, who knows? I can't dictate where your second chakra is. Your second chakra is wherever you want it to be. Phew. Okay, and then the third chakra is my little project. For me, is accepting and regulating the responsibility of our own power, and this is our physical power, and it is also kind of keeping the body healthy. A lot of people call it yellow. Oh, and the second chakra, some people would say it's orange, but that's not what I learned. And so I think your chakras can be a lot of different colors, kind of depending on what's going on at the time that you're looking at a chakra. And how you might look at your chakras is just imagine that you're looking at your chakras. And energy and everything is really so fast and so malleable. And your imagination can just, it's our conscious mind that's a slowpoke, you know. I mean, our conscious mind, thank goodness for our conscious mind, but our conscious mind is extremely slow compared to our subconscious. So there's been an effort to control our conscious mind, and whenever we allow the external world, like the news and stuff, we're being programmed, and we're being like, they want us to be reactive instead of proactive. Instead of a transmitter, they want us to always be dealing with what's going on externally. And so when we watch the news and we allow ourselves to get immersed in the fear and the worry and the lies, basically, because news is based on, they want things to be exciting, so they'll throw up sound to make it exciting, Anyway, so, and divide and conquer. I mean, that's one of the underlying pendulum themes. So, I'm off the meditation. So let the star come back and shine, 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 shine in every aspect of your life. And the star is going to take you to the mirror room, and the mirror room is going to embrace you. The mirror room is grounded and safe. No matter what you see in the mirror room, you're safe. You are able to bring the mirror room up into gold. You can just imagine that from the top of your head, you can throw out lines to every corner of the room, of the mirror room, grounding it. You are the control of the energy in the mirror room. So I want you to just imagine that you're bringing a net, like a mesh net of gold, and just going to clean out the mirror room of any other energies. Right now you just want to be dealing with you. So just imagine that the whole room is gold, and then allow the white light to come in and ground all the way down to the center of the earth, all the way up to that star, up to the central sun. You can have multiple awarenesses on multiple levels in your subconscious mind. See how many things you can do in your subconscious mind. You can reorganize your whole matrix of your identity. Just play with that idea for a minute. The Rubik's Cube of your identity. Down. So I want you to look into that mirror in the center of the maze. And right there, where you're looking now, you can see eternity, and you can see the maze, the whole maze, and you realize that the maze is actually just a spiral that branches off into multiple Y's, multiple turns, kind of like Y turns, you can go either to the left. It's almost binary, like when the river splits off, the fork in the river. And so just see it, it's like blood vessels, and how the blood vessels, they have to feed every single cell, so there's tons of blood vessels, little teeny, almost microscopic. And that's the same way with nerve cells, and that's the same way with your future. You have multiple choices, multiple Y's in the road, binary. Yes, this makes me feel strong. Go that way, it makes me feel constricted, it makes my aura kind of feel squeezed instead of expansive. And that can be how the subconscious mind, the body, the physical body, which knows so much more, sees so much more than our conscious mind. Allow yourself to know this deeply, and to know and love yourself. So we're on the third chakra, and I think I'll go through the fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh and beyond in the later days. But for now, we'll go up into the fourth chakra, which is like the heart chakra, the chakra that holds eternity, the chakra that Christ says he is in our hearts. The love, the Christ force, the candle, the eternal flame. And it knows, even though you can look in the mirror, that spiral eternity, and you can turn to one side of the mirror, and how your heart has been wounded. And like a seed that has to expand past its shell, its protective shell, that's why our hearts get broken. Is so that our seed can start growing, our compassion, our love. Can trust in unconditional love for ourselves. And that's the tree that's made to be planted today. Allow it to grow. You are watering it. That star that is come to you now lives in your heart. And still you can see it up in the sky. You can feel it in your heart and let it expand. Okay. Take another glimpse around the mirror room at all the glistening. We won't explore any of those fears today, the dark those little demons that are in some of the parts of the mirror room. That's why you want to keep it golden, keep the gold energy coming, because we're going to venture deeper again into this mirror room. And today, let's just keep it light and ground up all the way up to the center sun. Go through the sun, have it pretend it's a portal. Imagine it's a portal. And ground you to your soul self. To the all there is, to the Christ force, to whatever your name for the Creator is of all things. Then ground all the way down to the center of the earth, be a part of the earth. The earth has given so much for you to be here. Appreciate this planet that we're on. Love the wildlife that you see. It's a gift, a fleeting gift if we don't start becoming conscious of what's really going on. But we have to move away from the pendulums in order to be able to see it. And there's just one way out, and that's you and you and you and you and me and me and me waking up and learning to be all that we can be on this planet, this beautiful, glistening planet. How thankful I am. Think of one thing that delights you. Feel the smile in your heart. Feel the smile upon your face. Lift your hands up, all the way up over your head, and snap your fingers and touch your index to your thumb. Wide awake. Amen. Hallelujah. Big high five. Day 14, thank you very much for joining me. I'd like to hear any comments. Thanks. Peace and aloha.